Hello YouTubers, welcome to GTA5 and this is the Convoy setup mission. I'm going to show you how to do this in the easiest possible way. I pretty much guarantee a 95% success rate. The 5% is really to deal with randoms and stuff, so as long as they don't throw grenades and shoot RPGs and do dumb stuff, then you're generally okay. So we're going to do the regular thing. We're going to take out the helicopter with a sniper and then we're going to just set at this side of the bridges. I prefer to be on the side of the bridge when the convoy shows up. If you want to set up on the mountains and do stuff like that, I'm pretty much very successful on the side of the bridge. That's where I like to stay. So that's what I'm going to do. And then once we've taken out the 50 cal and all the NPCs, we'll grab the truck and then I'll continue talking from that point. Thank you.
Almost on you. Get ready to take out the Merryweather detail and get the truck.
Okay, at this point I'm going to grab the truck and I'm going to head back in the direction the truck's actually facing at the moment, and I'm going to head straight up the mountain behind us. So I'm not going to go straight forward. I almost never go the regular route anymore. It's just too tedious, and it's very confined in terms of the space and the helicopters show up. So normally what I do is I just go straight up this hill. And I just park it at the top. You can't go too high up because the truck can't actually make it to the top, but that's okay. So the one thing you want to do is just avoid being near the truck. Otherwise the savages show up, and if there's somebody sitting in the truck, they'll just blow you up. So try and just avoid it. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take out the helicopter coming on my left here. We'll take out this guy, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually head up behind me to the top of the mountain where there's a sort of lookout point. And the reason I do that is sometimes, sort of 50% of the time, the savage comes from behind you, and when you guys are sitting low here behind on the ground, then you're basically sitting ducks. So I found the best way to do it is go to the top. I did Criminal Mastermind that way. It was very successful, and I just recommend it as a general place to go in terms, because you know all the helicopters that come in front of you, fine, you can deal with them at the bottom, not a big deal. The ones that come up behind you become very tricky because they come straight to the top and then they surprise you and then they just blow you up. So not being at the top here, you're probably looking at 25% of the time of dying, which just doesn't make any sense, right? So first thing I normally do just for fun is I take out the truck across the lake. There's a truck there on the other side because that's the route I'm going to be taking once I take the truck, and just take it. You can shoot a few shots. Sometimes you'll hit the guy standing right in front of the truck, and sometimes you don't, but that's okay. If you don't, then when we take the truck, we'll just drive him over. Other times you'll take him out and you just see him dead on the ground, right? So it's kind of funny. So the next thing you want to do is we want to take out the helicopter in front of us. He comes right over the radio tower, and just keep shooting at him. He's a little too far at the moment, but when he gets a little bit closer, you'll see that he will change his angle and we'll be able to take him out. So we'll take him down. And then there's normally a third helicopter that'll show up, and like I said, sometimes behind us, most of the times in front of us, so you're pretty safe, and so we'll just take them out with the homing launcher. As you can see, just watch your back here. Sometimes they do show up behind you. They generally don't kill you when they do show up, even if you don't notice them. They generally take a while to actually shoot you, but yeah, just keep an eye on your mini-map there. finally we're going to take out this last helicopter. He's right in front of us. He's just coming up there. You can see him. And generally a homing launcher will work with these guys. You know, normally they don't really work that well, but in this case, you know, it does pretty good jobs at taking out the savages here, right? So, and that's pretty much it. So that's the hard part done. Like I said, you can do criminal mastermind like this. I would recommend you all show up at the top of this hill, this platform, and that way you can protect everyone together. If there's one guy at the bottom and the rest of you at the top, you know, it's just kind of, you know, chance of dying is high, of course, right? Okay, so I'm gonna grab the truck, and then I'm gonna rely on the other folks on the team to take out all the NPCs at the bottom. And then once they've cleared them, either in the insurgent or the Kurumas, whatever they prefer, then we're going to proceed around the right side of the lake, and that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You know, like I said, you know, very high success rate in completing this way. Even with randoms, you know, as long as you take the truck and you tell the randoms you'll take the truck and for them to leave it, sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. Then you're probably okay. If they take the truck and they head down on the left hand side, then you know it's kind of a 50-50 you know, success rate there, right? So just keep an eye out for these NPCs that show up in these trucks. Just wait for them and or drive around them. Sometimes I go up the right here, just ride along the railroad tracks a little bit. If I do go forward and I don't notice them and they suddenly all show up, then I'll just drive up here and then I'll come down just on the other side of this little hill here. And then we're going to head around the other side of the lake and just basically follow the yellow line. I don't quite follow the yellow line, but you can just follow the yellow line, that's fine. It just goes away to the right. I just go on the left a little bit just because there's a ramp that I enjoy doing in the truck, but it gets a little bit slow that way. But yeah, just if you go straight, here's an NPC guy that I didn't take out when I took out that truck, but normally you can take him out. You can just flatten him and not worry, he won't do much damage to you. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and please enjoy, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you liked it. Thank you.